if it might be what it takes to energy. I think at this point, Dana runs like hot and cold. We had a lot of podcasts and a lot of people touching on the subject that he's a little bit disconnected at this point in many ways. So what motivates Dana, I think, is the important thing. He wanted to do a show at the Sphere, and that turned into, never again. Um,
I think he
and
was forced into it because it turned out the MGM had let Canelo have that date. So I think there
yeah,
was some
no,
storytelling by Dana about what truthfully happened there.
that's possible, but the he could have done back in the Meyerowitz days. They took a show from New York to Alabama overnight,
Right.
so this company could do anything they wanted. Um, but yeah. So that's what I think. If this is what recharges Dana's batteries, if this is what gets him going one more time to do the show with Trump, and I don't think he wants to be in politics, but he certainly likes attention. And you know, the country, to me, I'm lived there in almost 2 decades now. Um, but to me, seems looks enormously divided by depending on what news you see and things like that. And you know, I think we all know what side Dana and some of the people are. So yeah, him and Trump may come to a deal that they feel could piss off the left also, and I wouldn't even be surprised if that was even more of Dana's motivation than at this point their matchmaking to me is it's a difficult job when you have a cookie cutter there and the whole thing. It's that to make exciting matches a lot of the times they're not really exciting. But I don't think you need them for this show. I don't think you need, John Jones wants to do it. Conor McGregor wants to do it. You know, and Dana, I think, was on record already as saying that he wouldn't trust Jones on a White House event because he's too much of a liability with pulling out and being flaky. Well, if that doesn't apply to Conor McGregor, I mean, so who are your reliable guys that you're going to put on? You know, what's the big fight that you're going to do? If Dana wants to, or the matchmakers want to engage in matchmaking, there was a few stories about the flirting of bringing Khabib back.